Hello friends, it's Terry with Terry's Mailbox, and today I'm presenting for the Funky Junkie. This month's theme was Scotch, so I added a plaid background. So I started by taking one of the woodland trees and rustic wilderness ink, and then I'm just spritzing it all over the tree. I did take the stand off, as you can see, because again, I'm going to have it be an outdoor tree. So again, once I got that all spritzed and was happy with it, I decided to set it aside and let it dry and move on to the next piece. So if you follow me, you know I'm a big fan of etc. tags. I've just had a blast making these for the Funky Junkie. So again, here's that rustic wilderness dye ink, and I thought about using evergreen bough, but then I switched over to peel paint. Thought that, again, would give me better greens for that background watercolor piece. And it's distressed watercolor that I'm working with. I love the bright white color to start with. So again, I sprayed it, and now I'm just running it through. I'm going to add some water here to get it running and moving. All I'm really interested in is having that background. So again, I went ahead and did that. And then we'll go ahead and dry it off here. So again, it was a matter of, pressing it in the inks, drying it off until I was really happy with the background. So again, just kind of working here, trying to get it to a color that I like. I love schmooshing. If you follow me, I do a lot of ink schmooshing. It's just way too much fun. So again, this Christmas in July really kind of got me thinking. So having too much fun. So the next thing I did was I cut two of the simple plaid just in natural cardstock, and I'm dipping them into vintage photo to kind of give them an antique look. So again, just kind of dipping and making them look a little bit old and distressed. And then I ended up trimming the edges off. So this is the new vintage label set. I love this thing. So I'm using that December 24th stamp to create a label here. And what I did was run archival ink over the outside and then ran it through my die cut machine to emboss and cut. So now I'm just cutting the edges off of that plaid. I want it to be a little bit more random and not quite so, not have the edges on there. I thought it would look a little bit better without the edges. So there we have that. And so I decided to take a Christmas stencil and color in on the background to add, again, some more depth and dimension. I thought that was kind of a fun effect. And you can see there's the Colorize Santa that I'd already cut out with red cardstock and glitter cardstock. When I'm doing these colorized characters, I tend to do multiples, and then I'll kind of set them aside, and then when I find a good use for them, I pull them out. So all I'm doing here is just gluing the back of the plaid stencil in random areas and on the thicker stripes. Thought that might hold it a little bit better. And then I also did the absolute outside. I knew I was going to cover this with lots of ephemera and stuff, so I wasn't too worried about it. And so I decided to, kind of put them cockeyed on there. I thought that might be kind of fun, add a little bit of interest. And my Santa's going to go there, and then my tree's going to go in the right-hand section. And I have this fun little cough drop sign. It came out of one of the Christmas Noel ephemera packs. Thought that was kind of fun. And you can see I've got basic different chipboards and things laying on my desk. So here I am just adding collage medium onto the tag, and then we'll go ahead and put that tag on. Before I glued it on, you can see there's red thread going around the outside. I love to add thread on my tags. I just think it's so much fun just to, put the thread on there and leave the extra thread hanging. And I chose red because, again, this kind of a Christmas theme. So here's my tree. So I ended up grabbing some of the snowy grit. This was one of the specialty projects or products, excuse me, that was out last Christmas. So I thought, oh, I'll just make snow and put it on there. And so I just kind of dipped the palette knife in there, and I'm using my fingers just to kind of add some on there. In the end, I decided to use Collage Medium and mica flakes to really add good snow. But anyway, so this is what I did at this point. So just kind of putting it on here, and I'll set that aside. And so here I am kind of assembling it. So you can see I've got different pieces of ephemera. I'm using Collage Medium to add it in here. And kind of layering it. I'm making sure I got spot for that tree. I kind of like that tree. I thought he was pretty fun. So again, there's a chipboard piece I'm gluing on. You can see that label that I used from the vintage label, and that also the vintage holidays. CMS 423 is where that came from, the December 24th. So again, oh, Santa needs a head. So we'll go ahead and get Santa all put together, and then I'm adding that little slide frame. I love that thing. That little pouty girl in there from the Photoshop is so funny. I mean, I just have to laugh. And I did run a little bit of vintage photo ink on it to make it look, you know, kind of antique-y. I also inked Santa a little bit as well. So now I've drilled a hole in the back of the baseboard right behind where the tree's going to be. So I need to feed the Tim Holtz lights in here. And then I made a little holder for the back just out of craft cardstock. So again, I'm going to wipe the wrap the lights around the tree, and then I decided I probably should turn it on. That might let me see a little bit better where all my lights are falling. So I'm turning on the lights, and then I decided I had way too many lights, so I unstrung it a little bit and started over wrapping it. Just too much fun playing with this stuff. I love making these decor tags. I got hooked on this year. So again, if you follow me, you'll know I did a whole bunch of them. And I'm getting ready to do a tag parade, which I will post on my YouTube channel. So again, here's the mica flakes. Oh, these went everywhere, not only in my craft room, but on my work table and my computer table. And oh my gosh, I had mica flakes everywhere. But they really do give a really cool shine to the tree. So again, here is the final tag. So you can see my pouty little girl there, and Santa, of course, is holding a wreath from the ephemera pack. And let's see, turn the lights on so you can actually see. Look at that glow. I just thought that was so cool. Again, it's Terry with Terry's Mailbox presenting for the Funky Junkie. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Blogger. Would love to have you follow me.